Hello everyone, and welcome to the Deeply Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deeply Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 154. Today is Saturday, October 22nd, 2016, and I'm glad you could join me today. Recording this smidge later than usual. What was it? I wanted to finish something today, and perhaps I picked a silly thing to finish, so I ended up spinning the singles of the nest. But I'll just throw something new on the wheel anyway, so I don't even... It wasn't like that was going to be finish something and then I would not start something new immediately afterwards, so whatever. Such is life. So, I have a finished sleeve. Ooh, shiny. So, this is the Delancey cardigan by Alexis Winslow, and I still have to finish another sleeve, but, what is it? At least I have one less ball of yarn rolling around, but here is the Delancey cardigan. I'll show the front and the back, because, it's cool. So I did decide to go with the 3/4 sleeve, so I'm going to be trimming the edge in the handspun because I have tons of it. Plenty of handspun for all of my trimming needs. So the next thing is to pull from the inside of the ball to do the other, pull from the inside of the ball to do the other sleeve cap so that the strips sort of flow. Like, nothing too crazy. I don't know, I'm not sure whether or not this transition was more stark than it needs to be, but, So, such is life. So right now I just have these on, my interchangeable needles for some reason. I'm not sure what I was doing with them. Oh, I remember now. I had started, the shawl with them. So, they're just as a placeholder for now. Hopefully I can finish off the sleeve tonight, and then it'll be some picking up the stitches for the border and beginning that process. So, it's in the end game. Nearly. Or at the very least, it's looking very promising. And it should be nice and mindless as well, because it's really just knitting back and forth. There isn't even any stripe color nonsense to deal with. Let's see. I didn't end up doing anything with this pair of socks, which is just sort of floating around loose in my ridiculous bag. But I do believe that I am going to do the Aberdeen socks, which is a, why am I blanking on the name of the designer? Heidi Nick pattern. So I really do actually want to get around to that one. But, instead, I have been working on this. So this is my Fiber Optic Bitter Lime to Rose Gradient, and you can see all of my lime. Well, at some point I'll run out of lime, but it looks like, I don't know, this ball is really stinking tight, so it looks like I should be due for a color change at some point. I don't know, but here's how it is coming along. So this is in Laminaria by Elizabeth Freeman, and I'm actually knitting this guy for a friend, and so it's a good squoosh. I'm really enjoying working with the wool blend on this pattern, because previously I knit it in the silk, and it was just a totally different texture entirely. Like, it still turned out gorgeous, but very, very different knit. I'm really liking it in the wool. So, this continues on. I'm not sure when enough will be enough. It's hard to tell. If I end up switching to the flower pattern for once I get to like the darker green or something else. I know that I do want a fairly substantial amount of this. or what is it? Because I think this is the stars and then it goes into the blossoms. So we shall see. But it's been my primary mindless carry around knitting. The problem is it's a little bit hard to fix your mistakes because it is big decreases and increases, so that I ended up needing to rip back a bit on Thursday because I had somehow gotten off and forgot to increase after I decreased, so then knitting into it was all sorts of broken. Let's see. Keep the computer on. And then, yeah, so I'd already mentioned the socks, which unfortunately are getting no love, but I think this is tame enough that it'll be able to take the pattern, I'm hoping. With a little bit of crazy sparkle thrown in, so we shall see how it comes together. I'm hoping, since it is all sort of matchy-matchy, so with the blues and the purples and the greens, it's all sort of the same color family, and go with that. So that is the knitting. I don't have my wheel with me today because, as I mentioned earlier, I had finished spinning the singles, so here they are on my Lazy Kate. It's been funny, where have I been seeing this? I don't know where I saw it, but it was something where like, oh my gosh, I hate the Lendering Lazy Kate so much. And I suppose that normally I just ply my balls, or wind my balls into a center pull ball and ply from there, so perhaps that's the difference. So this is the Nest, what is it, August 2014 club. So this is Chautauqua. It is a Polvar silk blend, and I should be starting to ply pretty soon. I knew that I wasn't, it was sort of the case where I knew I wasn't going to have time to ply at all. But what was it? I'd finished up spinning the last piece of, I think, my 7 of the 3, 5, 7 fractal, and then sat down and just blew through all 3 pieces of my whatever, so my 3rd for the 3-ply. I will probably run out of the 3, or the 3 section. I just find it, I don't think I did a particularly great job of splitting it into thirds. I was trying to keep the color blocks so they'd match, but there weren't like an even number of color blocks, so I think I shorted the 3rd a little bit too much. But such is life. So I'll probably start applying that and pondering what it is that I want to have put on the wheel next. So what is it? What I have is some Into the World in a merino bamboo silk blend, which I may or may not combine with some, what is it? Another, it'd be the case where I think they both, why am I forgetting the name of the tire? So it'd be the case where that might make a good combo spin or something like that. Then I have some more Western Sky knits, and that's in a rainbow colorway. Very rainbow. I have the other thing of Nest, which I'm not quite sure what I want to do color-wise with that one. It also has a lot of the similar colors to the Nest singles I just finished spinning. And what would it be? And then I also have my Malabrigo fiber, but I think I'm okay with giving that away if I don't manage to spin all of my bin spins. So we shall see. Like I don't remember if I'm pretty sure I'd had this started last week, so it'll be about 3 weeks in order to spin it, so it'd be the case where like time's ticking, tick-tock, tick-tock. But for some reason I really sort of want to make a pass at succeeding. I don't know. It would be cool if I succeeded, but... Oh, I'm hopeful, but maybe doubtful. Who knows? I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I don't know. Oh, Wool Gatherings was the other merino bamboo silk blend that I had lying around, which may or may not become a combo spin. We shall see. I'm probably going to ply my nest with, with the faster flyer, just so it goes quickly, and hopefully it doesn't get too floofy in the process of plying. It'd just be the case, like, not that, what is it? I did this, with my jumbo, and I can see places where it was probably maybe a little underplied. And I'm sort of like I'm spinning it for socks. I'm not sure. Pullover silk socks might be sort of fancy. But, oh well. I'll figure something out, or if it's gonna end up being some other thing. I'm not sure. I will be surprised. At this point, it's more like just sort of spinning at my default and going to town on it, so. Go from there. So the other thing that I wanted to do today was actually show a little bit about my storage. So what I'm going to, like, I'll finish off, I think, the episode right now. And then do like a little special segment on the end about how it is that I'm storing things and what I would like to do differently, possibly. I don't know. I'm just gonna make crap up. But, whatever. Such is life. So it'd be the case where I can show the places where knitting resides and what I'm doing. And go from there. So I should be able to record next week, so that would be, what would that be? So that would be the 29th or the 30th. We'll see. Lately I've been pretty good about recording on Saturdays, so we'll go with that. What is it? So I will see you in a little bit with this extra segment. So take care, guys. Bye. Alright, welcome back. So we're in my bedroom. So I actually record right outside over there, so for bearings, I don't know, whatever. And this is where most of my knitting lives. So, oops, not that drawer, but this drawer. So this guy right here is where I keep all my socks. It's getting pretty close to time where I'll need to wash them. And I decided at some point to move it higher in the stack of drawers because, like, it was like on the bottom of my little thing of drawers, and that was just a little bit inconvenient. So I'm like, socks are something I'm gonna grab every day, so I wanted to be closer to eye level, I think. And then most of my knitting actually lives in the wardrobe part of this, which is chock full of yarn. And right now everything is fairly scattered about, but I think you can actually see pretty much everything. What is it? One of the shelves was sort of dedicated for pants, and then it moved around, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Or if it's time to reorganize or something like that, who knows. But I did have it organized like with sweaters and shawls, but right now it's just whatever works. So normally it's the case where I'll fold up sweaters and sort of stack them in here, but lately I've just been tossing whatever in there, but there's all sorts of lovely, delightful knitwear hanging out in here. And that's pretty much the only thing I do. Oh wait, here's the lemon area. like, you could probably spend quite a lot of time just hanging out, showing stuff, so. That's the wrong side of the laminaria. Here's the right side of the laminaria. So this is what the laminaria looks like when made out of Tussah silk. So it looks like I'm almost about to the same size of this, and you can see, is that even the right side? Well, this is definitely the right side. So we can definitely see a pretty big gap there, which I find to be interesting from the twisted stitch. But so, all sorts of craziness just lives in here. It's just sort of tossed in. I might actually go through and like resort it and things like that. And whatever. So it'd be the case where what I've been wondering about doing is actually putting together maybe something more of like a shawl wall. So say for example, putting up some hooks over here or something like that and just having them all be on display. And like hanging and that sort of thing, so then you get to see all the pretty colors and be like, oh wait, yeah, no, I actually do want to wear this shawl today or not, or that sort of thing. So that's the big thing there. I actually keep some of my favorite outerwear stuff in here too. So I say, for example, have my Noro Mobius cowl, which I think is actually from the days before I had a video podcast, so you guys probably haven't ever seen this guy before, but it's pretty cool. It's stripy one way and opposite stripy the other way. But that's sort of my puzzling right now. And then I have the coat closet in the hallway that's actually an understair closet. And I just have like the top shelf is just stacked with all sorts of like hats and scarves and what have you. So yeah, just sort of, that's pretty disorganized, so I think I'll pass on showing that today. But yeah, no, there isn't anything super duper special that I do with it, so it isn't the case where I'm sealing things in plastic bags and like, normally I'll actually wash my sweaters like once a season, unless like something gets on it, because it's not really a big deal. So it'd be the case where once it finally gets too warm to wear sweaters, then I'll just have a giant sweater washing party and get that taken care of. So I think that was everything I wanted over there, but hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of the inside, and whatever, it works out. So I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you guys next week. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.